How do teachers make a difference? When I was in fourth grade, I must have talked a lot and caused some problems because my mom told me later that she had been to a teacher conference and the teacher said, "I put your son at the back of the room." And I remember this. My desk would be turned back to the sink at the back of the room with everybody else facing the teacher. And apparently I would still talk. And I think the teacher was very frustrated. Early into that year, this teacher, Mr. White, I remember his name, came in and they said, "Brian, you are going to Mr. White's class." So I was in fourth grade. He was the fifth grade teacher. Mr. White grabbed my desk. He was a big man, at least to me at that time. Grabbed my desk, I grabbed my chair, and we went out of the building into this big dome, and that was going to be my new class for the rest of the year. First thing Mr. White told me is, "You need to clean your desk, Brian, and if you don't do it, I'll do it for you." And so I cleaned my desk, and the rest of the year, from what I remember, and I feel bad, I don't remember my first teacher's name. It was a lady, but this Mr. White, he was awesome, and I had a great school year. And I've often thought, what is the difference? Why did I struggle with this female teacher, and I get this male teacher, and I was able to connect somehow? For whatever reason, I think there is a lot of, at least boys in my opinion, who connect better with a male teacher. But the interesting fact, there was a man named Horace Mann in the late 1800s. He really pushed for more generalized education and group education, and he pushed for female teachers. He said economically we can pay female teachers less because most of the men that were teaching were young men who would teach on their way into law or medicine or politics, but they would be teachers first. And he says we can save a lot of money having women teach, and Horace Mann directed things that way to where by the late 1800s we went from the majority of teachers being male to over 50% being female. And today in elementary grades in the United States, almost 90% of the teachers are female. I don't know what the difference is, but for me, I connected more with that male teacher, and I think that a lot of boys don't ever get that chance in today's education. I don't know what we do about it and how we would change that so boys maybe can connect more with male teachers, but that's what it did for me. Let me know what you think about education in your area and the difference between having a male or a female teacher. Look forward to seeing your comments.